So the year is 2017, and Ball is Life, Overtime, and other major channels are dropping some of the craziest basketball mixtapes of the year. Mixtapes featuring the Jelly Fam crew, a crew that would start a wave of hoopers just getting in their Duffy and doing all kinds of jelly layups. I remember it like it was yesterday. Everybody was trying to get like them and spared no opportunity to show out. Like, bruh, it could be a basic layup line before a high school basketball game, and 90% of the layups will be players doing jelly lays. This move, which uses a combination of athleticism and just the right amount of touch, had the basketball world in a chokehold. Now, around this time, some of the biggest names in the Jelly Fam crew were Isaiah Washington, Jordan Walker, Pedro Marquez, and Jahvon Quinerly. And this video could really be an update on all of them, seeing as it's pretty interesting to see where they are now. But today, we're here to focus on Jahvon Quinerly, because not only is he one of the more successful ones as far as post-high school career, but he's also one of the few, or at least damn near the only one, that actually had or have real NBA chances. Only problem is he's honestly spent more time in college than he's needed. I mean, he's currently 25, spending his 5th year as a college basketball player at Memphis, and even though he's playing fairly well, the NBA doesn't seem too interested as he's not listed on any 2024 mock drafts. And in this video, we're going to discuss his NBA chances, exactly why he's been in college so long, and overall just how good he really is. So yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on Jahvon Quinerly? Do you believe he's NBA caliber? Why or why not? And yeah, man, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug speaks. Back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content and we're on the grind for 5K, so I most def appreciate it. But back to the video. So let me begin by getting into Jahvon Quinerly's hoop career in the present before I get to the real root of his dilemma right now. So yeah, Jahvon plays for the Memphis Tigers. He transferred out of Alabama into Memphis to spend his 5th year as a senior. And you know, although Memphis, it may not be up there with Duke, Kentucky, or you know, UNC, as far as what we think of with top tier D1 basketball programs, they're definitely still solid in player development, seeing as James Wiseman spent some time there before going top 2 in the 2020 NBA draft. And yeah, I mean, so far this season, Jahvon, he's playing pretty well, averaging just under 14 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds, on 41% shooting from the field and 34% shooting from 3 in the 30 games he's played. He's helped lead the team to a solid 22-8 record at the time of this video, and he's even had several highlight moments, you know, game winners, buzzer beaters. Like I said, he's playing well. It's just that unfortunately, it all just seems like a lot too little too late, because truth be told, he was supposed to declare for the draft 3 years ago, yes, in 2021. Back then, it was his first season with Alabama. But before I even get into that, we gotta discuss a little bit about how he got here and his just, I guess, a little bit unlucky path into college. You see, coming out of high school, he was a 5-star recruit, and obviously he was well known for his viral mixtapes. He then committed to Villanova, and that wound up being a poor choice in hindsight. You see, because although we know it to be a good program, you know, they've produced some NBA talent. You got Kyle Lowry and the likes. And I mean, that all sounds good, but it was not the right fit for him. His first season at the school was far from what he wanted. The man started in 0 games and was given an average of less than 10 minutes. Come on now, anyone can watch his mixtapes and see that man was supposed to get more minutes than that. Like, y'all was supposed to let him cook. And unfortunately, his numbers were very disappointing. So yeah, he transferred to Alabama. But after leaving, he was denied eligibility for the next season and wound up sitting out the year. So boom, that's 2 years of college down the drain. But then came 2020, 2021, and this is where he got cooking and put up his best numbers today. I'll put it on the screen. And as you can see, he ain't averaged a crazy amount of points, but the efficiency, I mean, that was very much tough. Anytime a guard can shoot over 45% from the field and over 40% from 3, we're talking about a major green flag. We all know how valuable shooting the ball is in today's game. And then on top of that, he led his team to some success in the postseason, getting as far as the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament and playing pretty well all throughout. So yeah, you know, the March Madness, it gives you a different type of national spotlight, and that was on him at the time. But on top of all of this, the biggest point here is the fact that at the time he was only 22, which may not seem super young, but it's better than his present situation. I mean, being 25, come on now, with all due respect, that's too damn old. He's not Andre Ingram. It didn't have to be like this. We all know NBA scouts and teams, you know, they value youth heavily in the NBA draft. And this is because, you know, they like to draft on potential, hoping to develop a player when they get to the league. They don't really want to draft a guy that damn near looks like they've already hit their ceiling. I mean, it's low-key a waste. And I mean, it's the harsh reality. Just to put things into perspective, less than 2 weeks ago, Jason Tatum turned 26, meaning that at the start of this NBA season, which is his 7th NBA season, he was 25, the same age as Jahvon Quinerly. I mean, that's just tough. Now, I do want to acknowledge the fact that in 2023, he declared his name to be in the 2023 NBA draft, but he withdrew it, likely due to a lack of interest from NBA scouts. But, I mean, regardless, it's looking like he's going to have to take that chance, because even at the level he's playing right now, like I said, you know, playing pretty well, good teams winning, he's had some highlight moments. Even at this level, ESPN's mock drafts don't have him listed in the 1st or 2nd round. So yeah, I mean, that's just his present situation. However, before, you know, I wrap this video up, I do want to acknowledge that I believe he still does have a chance. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all have been following Jelly Fam or Jahvon Quinerly specifically since 2017, 7 years ago, which sounds crazy to say out loud, but if you have been following, then you know this man's game has been through a lot of development. I mean, just think about it. The Jelly Fam crew, what were they known for? They were known for the highlights. This man is a 6'1" guard with one of the craziest handles in college basketball. So yes, of course he's able to create his own shot. You know, he can get past defenders. He can hit you with a hezzy, you know, tween into a step back 3. I mean, Lord knows how many of those he's hit this season alone. But of course, that's not enough to succeed or even make the NBA when you're a 6'1" guard, which damn near qualifies as undersized. So no, you got to be able to be, you know, more well-rounded. You can't just be able to put the ball in the basket. And Jahvon Quinerly specifically, he's developed patience as a point guard and as a playmaker. Like, when I'm watching his highlights, you can tell the game moves real steady for him, and he's able to process things real quickly, as if, you know, he's just suited to play above the level he's playing at because he's been in college for so long. And I feel like that's going to help him succeed if he were to make the NBA. Just look at Chris Paul. He hasn't been able to stay in the NBA all these years as a 35 or what is he, like 36? Point is, he's getting old, and the reason he's been able to stay in the league so long is because he's a point god. He sees everything. Like, he's a real dimer. And Jahvon Quinerly, he's currently averaging the most assists he ever has in his college career. And although 5 assists don't really seem like that much, you gotta remember, college basketball, 20-minute halves is a 40-minute game, and truth be told, I mean, players are just less offensively gifted. But yeah, when it comes to Jahvon Quinerly, I do believe he still has some NBA chances. You know, hopefully he's able to turn up in March Madness and declares for the 2024 NBA draft. And even if he doesn't get selected, who's to say he doesn't become someone like Austin Reeves? You know, becomes undrafted, and then against all odds, whatever team gives him an opportunity, he makes the most of it. So yeah, y'all, that's about it for this video. Y'all definitely let me know your thoughts. I'm really interested. Do you believe this Jelly Fam legend can play pro at the highest level? Do you agree that he's been in college for just too damn long? Why not? And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching. As always, like the sub, share it, sub if new, all of that, and I'm out.